Hey, coach, what would it mean for you and your income if you could double the amount of money you make from any of your coaching launches or offers? Most likely it would mean a lot, as in potentially even a total game changer, right? I'm Kendall. Tune in to today's episode because I want to give you one ridiculously simple shift in how you launch that has the capacity to double your income. Now, this strategy is one I use all of the time, so you know that it works. And did I mention that it is ridiculously simple? I think I did. Which means this is a strategy that you can plug into your coaching business today because you have people to coach and you have money to make. It's all here for you in this episode of the Money Coach School podcast. Let's dive in.
Welcome to the Money Coach School podcast. To really excel at coaching women, you have to be skilled, confident, and even fearless at money coaching. If you're passionate about women holding genuine money power and love supporting women entrepreneurs, then this is the show for you. Now here's your host, money feminist Kendall Summerhawk.
Hello, beautiful coach. I am so glad you and I get to connect here today because we're going to be talking about one of the most powerful and ultra simple strategies that you can use to double your coaching launch income from any of your coaching offers, even your first one. So today, I literally just wrapped up the last session of our third round of Secret Energy of Money. And I want to give a shout out to everyone who has participated in this last round. Thank you. Now, I can't say your names because of privacy, but you know who you are, and you are awesome. What Secret Energy of Money and the people in it are proving is my belief that money work does not have to be difficult or painful or even boring. Money work can be joyful and inspiring. It can be rich with positive emotions. And of course, money work always pays off with creating, keeping, and having more money. Money work is transformation at the highest level. It's peeling back the prickly layers of the artichoke to get to the heart of how you feel about money, how you talk to yourself about money, how you pay attention to money, or how you might ignore money. Now, the reason why money work is worth your attention is because all of the decisions in your business really do stem from your relationship with money. And I want you to take that in for a moment. What if the size of your list wasn't just about the freebie that you might or might not have, but about deep beliefs that you hold about money? What if the number of clients you have or don't have isn't about how much you market, but about how you feel about, let's say, your pricing, which is money? Now, I could go on and on with lots and lots of examples because every decision you make in your business, either consciously or unconsciously, comes from your relationship with money. And what I love so much about Secret Energy of Money, and by the way, this is a mastermind with me, is seeing the results that participants experience by learning how to think differently, to feel better, and believe powerfully in their relationship with money. And of course, that translates into practical money actions that we cover as well. So, for example, one participant just had their best month ever in the last 4 years. Another participant who had sold her business back in late December, early January, and started a brand new business is now breaking even, which is amazing because we all know how much momentum it takes to get a new business off the ground. So breaking even in just a few months is a huge win. Another participant came into Secret Energy of Money in a business slump, what I call entrepreneurial depression. And the results she created are getting back her mojo, getting back her energy, bringing her income back up, and learning how to pay down debt while also saving money. Another participant inherited 7 figures, and rather than blow through it like a lottery winner, she made wise investment decisions that included being patient and holding on to that money while she adjusts to this newfound wealth. Another participant got out of disasterizing continuously with her money thinking. She dropped comparing her goals with everyone else, and she now has created her new offer and new price points that align with what her income goals are, releasing all that pressure that she was feeling before. Another participant changed so much about her money habits that she's able to move to a new country, which has been her dream. And another one is moving for 6 months to a different country. So lots of transition and transformation happening. I tell you, it has been incredibly exciting to see how, as each participant creates her new relationship with money, she creates the results that she wants. And everyone's journey and results are unique and special to them. And I, as a group leader, as a mastermind leader, find that particularly exciting to see. Now, we're just about to open enrollment for our next round of Secret Energy of Money, and we already have many past participants coming back for a second round, a third round, a fourth round. And this is our fourth round that we're about to start. I've had in the past over 80%, I think it was like 85% renewals from each round, which I think speaks louder than anything I could ever say about it myself. Repeat clients are always the best endorsement that there is. And I am so very honored and totally treasure having clients renew for additional rounds. And they do that because they want the coaching with me. They want that money coaching. They want the private coaching with my team. And they want the impact that the results they receive from coaching with me create regarding money. By the way, I'll drop a link to the waitlist page in the show notes here so you can get on that waitlist so you're ready when we open doors in just a couple of weeks. So today what I want to give you is one of my most powerful and truly ultra simple strategies. I mean, it is ridiculously simple to double your coaching launch income from any of your coaching offers, even if it's your first one. And this strategy is taken from Secret Energy of Money, and it is so simple to implement. I wanted to bring it to you today. So here's how it works. Everyone in business focuses on numbers, the number of people on your list or who are following you on Instagram, the number of people showing up for a webinar or commenting on a post. But here's the problem. Numbers are a vanity metric. They feed the ego without necessarily adding any income to your business. I always equate this to empty calories, right? Feeding the waistline without adding to genuine health. Because the bottom line is, numbers do not automatically translate into money. A number of years ago, I noticed how icky I felt focusing on numbers. It was actually really triggering for me. I always felt behind, which felt stressful and just fed feeling inadequate and fed not feeling enough. And that is not a powerful place for myself or for you to operate from. I don't like feeling that way and I don't really tolerate it. So I said, no, I am not available for that anymore. I'm not available for any comparison that makes me feel inadequate, even though it was self-imposed comparison. Doesn't matter. I said, no, I'm not available for chasing numbers that don't mean anything and that don't put money in my bank account. So I made one simple but powerful shift. And here it is. Instead of choosing number goals, I switched to money goals. Now, I said this is ridiculously simple, but let me show you how this works. So let me give you an example here. Instead of saying, for example, oh, I want 10 people in my program, because that's what everybody does. They have their number of private coaching spots or a group program or how many people they want in a workshop or webinar, whatever it is. And most coaches will ask you, how many people do you want? And that's the wrong question to ask. So I switched it from the number to the amount of money I wanted to make from that offer, whether it was private coaching or a launch or a workshop, whatever it was. So the result from making this simple change was actually mind-blowing. And I want to run through this with you in detail so you can see what I'm talking about. Because just switching from saying like, oh, I want 10 people in my program to saying something like, actually what I want is a $50,000, offer orbit, as I call it, it immediately freed up my creativity to think of multiple ways to create that $50,000 goal from that launch, instead of thinking it was all hinging on getting 10 people. So let me walk you through an example, and I'm going to use small numbers here so you can see how this works out so brilliantly. Let's say that you want to run a group coaching program and you want 5 participants at $3,000 each. So that's $15,000. So if you just focus on enrolling your 5 participants, then you market, and every participant feels like you're trying to climb a really steep ladder to get them into your group coaching program. Feels like hard work. But what if instead you switch it up and you say, you know what? I want to create $30,000 in revenue around the orbit of my group coaching program, not just from the group coaching program, but the whole orbit, the whole atmosphere around it. So now it's not about the 5 people I mean, you still want your 5 and that's fine, but what you're focused on is the $30,000. So it's about the different opportunities that you can give people to come in and work with you. You're marketing for your group, but now you, for example, added an upgrade option that includes private time with you. And once you start your group, you can offer a private VIP day, a 1-day intensive with you, which typically always has clients saying yes to you because they're already in the group. They know, like, and trust you. Another idea that comes to you is that right after your group starts, you do one last marketing push because typically there is someone who just didn't see your marketing ahead of time or maybe needed that extra time. So now you have another participant in your group. And by the way, I always say, I have one spot that just opened up. Like, you make it really exclusive because it is. Continuing on with these ideas, right after your group starts, you do a short promotion for one private client spot. And then after that, you offer some kind of what's called a downsell. Maybe it's a class you can offer that's less of a commitment of time and money compared to your group. And guess what? When you run that class, you again offer private VIP day slots with you, which bring in another 1 to 2 clients. And by the way, VIP days with you typically turn into private clients. I always say 2 out of every 3 VIP days, when done the way that I teach them, will turn into a private client or a high-end client for you. So all these ideas, these are just basic ways of offering coaching. There's nothing fancy or complicated about them. But the way that they're put together is shifting you from just that flat, one-dimensional thinking of wanting 5 people in your group into 3-dimensional thinking that brings in clients in a variety of different ways where that someone can coach with you, and the money is going to add up to or surpass that $30,000 goal you set. Remember, your goal is a money one, which means the final number of people becomes much, much less important. So for example, you can have one person come into your group, then sign up for the VIP day, and then at the end of the group want to become a private client. That's amazing. And you know what? This happens for me all of the time, and it has happened for me for years. And it's not only how I bring in more money for each initial offer, it's also how I get to work more deeply with people because I'm getting to know them so well by coaching with them in these different containers. So what I found is that every time I focus on a money goal instead of a number of participants goal, I, number 1, make more money. Number 2, I create more opportunities for people to enroll. Number 3, I get more creative with my launch. And number 4, the launch feels more exciting and less pressure. And number 5, there's an energy and a momentum that is created that starts to get your business rolling forward without the big list or the big following or the big launches. I mean, truly, there is nothing magnetic about just a number, but there is everything energizing about a money goal. So my coaching for you is simple. Take that next offer, decide how much money you want to make from it and from everything that orbits around it, and then see what ideas does that spark for you. What are even just 2 or 3 other ideas you can piggyback onto that initial offer in order to reach your money goal? I think you're going to find that that money goal is going to happen for you easier than you might realize. So as a reminder, I am a money feminist. I am a champion of your right to claim and own your financial power and to reach for money goals beyond what society has said you, as a woman, are capable of achieving. My vision is to create a world where women hold genuine money power because money is power, money is choice, money is freedom, and the world changes for the better when women have money. So if you're curious about secret energy of money and you want to do the money work that frees you to earn more, save more, and have more money, then this mastermind may be what you've been seeking. This mastermind with me is an exceptional integration of practical money tools plus the inner money work that results in you eliminating what I call that inner fight that you may be having with money and giving you very specific coaching and exercises that result in you making more money, result in you feeling in relationship with money, result in you knowing how to handle your money like a badass, okay? Because you are. I know that you're self-aware, and I also know that even the most self-aware of women often find themselves caught in a repeating cycle of money habits and thoughts and beliefs and patterns and strategies, or the lack of strategies, that do not do justice to the next level that I know you are capable of achieving. Inside Secret Energy of Money, I teach you the same grounded money principles and money tools that I've used to create nearly $30 million in my coaching business, so you can revolutionize your relationship with money into a powerful new level and truly what's going to feel like in the blink of an eye. So as I said earlier, we are opening up enrollment into Secret Energy of Money in just a few weeks. So you can head over to secretenergyofmoney.com, get on that wait list. And as I've been saying the last couple of episodes, I am practicing taking imperfect action. So when you go to that sales page, that sales letter, that info page, you're going to see that it may not be updated yet. And I'm going to be okay with that. I'm getting to it, I promise. So go ahead and sign up on the wait list, though. That part absolutely works. So for example, the webpage may say it is a 90-day mastermind. We're actually, with this round, transforming it into 6 months with a 1-year option as well. And we already have past participants in our last round re-enrolling in both the 6 months and the 1-year option, which is super exciting. We are adding some amazing new elements to the mastermind that support you even more in shifting your relationship with money into one of joy, money peace, which is one of my favorites, freedom, and power. And of course, all of this results in you making more money, in you saving more, in you having more, and in you knowing how to handle your money like the badass businesswoman that you are. So go over to that page, get on the wait list, and it will be updated very soon. All right. Thank you for listening. Thank you for your loyalty. I so love and appreciate you for that. It means more to me than you know. You're welcome to drop me an email at podcast@kendallsummerhawk.com. Ask me any question that you want about money, pricing, coaching. I am here for you. All right, my beautiful soul. I will see you again next week in our next episode. Thank you so much for tuning in to this week's episode of the Money Coach School podcast. If you enjoyed this podcast, make sure you follow so you never miss an episode. Also, I would so love and appreciate if you would leave a 5-star review. Your review supports women just like you in discovering all of the juicy tips and insights I'm sharing here on how to coach women on money. And if you want to learn how to excel at coaching women on money, definitely go to kendallsummerhawk.com and check out the wealth of money coach trainings that we have for you. Thanks so much for being part of this money coaching movement and for tuning into the show every week.